The comment says, our feminine rage is rising collectively, and it is what will save us. And by us, I hope you mean the world, because yes, our feminine rage is rising collectively. Okay? So this is the truth, guys. The matriarchy merges. Why? What the world is feeling right now is not hysteria. No. What the world is feeling right now is not instability. It is not overreaction. It's memory. Memory waking up. For thousands of fucking years, the feminine voice was erased. It was buried alive, right? And buried things don't fucking disappear. They ferment. They pressure, right? When you put a seed in the ground, the seed is in the dark, and the pressure causes the shell to break, right? So the goddess has been buried alive, and she's been transforming, and eventually things that are buried are going to rise. What we're witnessing right now is the rising of the feminine rage, and not petty anger, not uncontrolled fucking emotion. No, not the stereotypical the woman that men wrote us about in their storybooks. His story, right? We were written out of his story, so now I'm here to tell her story. This rage is fucking ancient. This rage is neurological. This rage is ancestral pattern recognition activating across collective consciousness. That's what we're seeing, guys. Women and men all over the world waking up to the goddess's fucking call. Psychology teaches us something very powerful, because you know I got my bachelor's degree, magna cum laude, in psychology. When trauma is ignored, it doesn't dissolve, you guys. It embeds into the nervous system. The Earth's nervous system right now, right? Because Mother Earth has been raped and pillaged by men. Come on. When trauma is ignored, it passes through generations. It passes through families. It passes through culture. And it becomes normalized. Generations of women learn to survive by shrinking. We aren't doing that anymore. By smiling through fear. By calling abuse just the way things are. Be grateful it's not worse. Fuck you. By protecting children silently while systems failed us loudly. The women have always upheld the system. Always. Privately, we are the caregivers. And now the nervous system of the collective feminine is rejecting silence. That's what's happening. Because rage in its healthiest form is a boundary emotion, right? Tell me when you're not full of fucking rage reading these files that you couldn't fucking take down the whole goddamn world with the motherly instinct in us, right? Rage is what happens when the psyche finally says no more. Rage is protection. Every mother understands that instinct. You can watch it in nature. A gentle deer will stomp and charge when her fawn is threatened. A mama deer will go after a buck. A quiet bird will dive at predators twice her fucking size to defend her nest and her eggs. Protection of children is biologically wired into the feminine brain and body. And that's why our rage will save the world. Oxytocin bonds when the rage is in the body, right? Mirror neurons amplify empathy, right? Pattern recognition scans danger faster because nurturing requires vigilance. The system that men built, this hierarchical, competitive, conquest-driven patriarchy, has functioned by disconnecting from that protective instinct. That's why we have a problem. That's why the patriarchy is going to crumble. Now, not all men, but the systems that the men design rewarded emotional detachment. And when protection leaves power, children suffer. When protection leaves power, children suffer. And communities fracture. The earth becomes a resource instead of a mother. And the Great Mother has been watching. Ever since men picked up the paper at the Council of Nicaea and started writing down the lies, the Great Mother has been watching, and she's not a myth. She's not a fantasy. In psychology, the Mother archetype represents creation and nourishment, survival of life itself. When the archetype is suppressed culturally, societies collapse into domination structures, and that's what we're seeing right now. His story repeating itself again and again across civilizations. That's why her story needs to be told, you guys. Empires rise through expansion. Empires decay through exploitation. So let's exploit these motherfuckers. Empires fall when they devour their own future, literally. Harming children, cannibalism, etc. Children are the way of the future, and the patriarchy has lost sight of that. The collective feminine psyche is recognizing the pattern right now in real time. That recognition is going to create rage. And we need our rage. That's the only way we can stay vigilant and keep these motherfuckers on top of fixing shit. But I need you to listen real carefully, okay? This is me talking right now, Mary, Sprite the MC, the founder of the Matriarchy Merges movement. This rage is not here to burn the world. It is here to cauterize the wounds the world refused to treat, okay? Healthy rage does three things. It exposes injustice, it energizes action, and it establishes fucking boundaries. Okay? For centuries, women were told anger makes us irrational. No, it doesn't. But neuroscience shows us suppressed anger increases depression, autoimmune disease, anxiety disorders, and trauma bonding. When women reclaim anger, we reclaim agency. Okay? When mothers become angry about harm to children, laws fucking change. Do you think they stopped child labor back in the 1920s because the fucking men in the factories decided to let the kids go home and stop working? No. Mothers protested. Mothers got the children out of the factories. Mothers got the work done. Movements rise quietly in the beginning. Entire moral frameworks shift when women get involved. That's not chaos, that's evolution, guys. The patriarchy fears feminine rage because it cannot negotiate with it through shame. It can't silence us through politeness. And it cannot distract us with fucking approval. Feminine rage is focused on survival of the collective, the world. And the Great Mother, she is not soft in the way men think. No. They equate women's softness with fucking weakness. We are not weak. The earth births life itself through pressure, through blood, through bone, through pain that transforms into breath. Storms protect ecosystems by clearing the decay. Fires burn through the forest to clear. Volcanoes destroy and create new land at the same time. Creation and destruction has always been twins and sacred feminine cosmology. Right now, humanity stands on that twin energy. We saw it with the Gemini fucking full moon in December. The system is cracking. And cracks are where the light gets through. Cracks is where the new roots are going to grow. Roots and storms, baby. Women across the world are connecting dots faster than institutions can hide them right now. And boy, am I here for it. Survivors are speaking. Communities are questioning authority. Mothers are refusing to raise children inside cycles of normalized fucking harm. These men ain't shit. It's not coincidence. Collective consciousness evolves when enough individuals experience the same emotional awakening simultaneously, and that's what's happening right now. Men are trying to lie about what they do to women and children, and too many of us women have met these men in dark places. The rage is often the ignition point of awakening because it demands moral clarity. You can't stay numb when rage arrives. No. It forces accountability. It forces truth to step into the room uninvited. But here's the wisdom. Feminine rage must be guided by feminine compassion, or it's going to mirror the systems that we're dismantling. The goal is not domination reversal. The goal is restoration of balance. The Great Mother does not seek revenge. She seeks protection, healing, sustainability. Protect the children, protect the earth, protect the future. These are the commands of the matriarchal society. These are what we are doing.